Small TV, come along for the ride. Crazy and funny with family by my side. Every snap a story, every smile a dream. In my wild world, we're the ultimate team.
What's up, fam? It's your girl CC back with another video. If you're new to my channel, I hope you see something today that inspires you to subscribe. And if you're already a family member, welcome back, fam. Today we are back in the kitchen trying a new recipe. This is a ube bread recipe, and y'all know I gotta make two of these peanut butter jelly sandwiches before he comes home from school today, so we gotta hurry up and get this started. But it's a recipe that I've never tried. When we lived in Japan, we had ube ice cream all the time. Ube is like a purple sweet yam that's found in a lot of Asian countries. So yeah, that's what we're doing, and we're using ube powder. I did modify the recipe just a little bit, so fingers crossed this works. But I told you guys I wanted to show up more and I wanted to do a few more fun things, so that's what we're doing today. I know I said no more white flour recipes, but with this being the first time that I'm trying this, I'm doing it pretty much as written with a little bit of a twist. So let's get in the kitchen. So first things first, the recipe calls for 1.5 cups of milk. I used a cup of whole milk, 1/2 cup of the whey that we had left over from our mozzarella cheese making. If y'all haven't checked out that video, make sure you check out that video. And then it also calls for 4 tablespoons of butter melted. So I'm gonna put the butter in the milk and in the microwave because the milk should be warm. So after I do that, I'll be back. All right, so we let that warm in the microwave for like 30 seconds. So this is what it's looking like. I have 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast. So I'm just gonna pop this. This is active dry yeast, not instant yeast. So we need to let it bloom. So I'm just gonna let it bloom in the milk for about 5 minutes. I'm gonna stir that in. And we're gonna let it do its thing. Okay, while the yeast is activating, for the dry ingredients, we have 4 1/4 cups of bread flour, 1/2 cup of sugar, 1/3 cup of ube powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 4 tablespoons of dry milk. So that's everything that we have right there. I'm about to get those into the mixer and just combine them. All right, so we switched to the dough hook so that we can get ready to incorporate our wet ingredients with our dry ingredients. So our wet ingredients are 1 tablespoon of vanilla, 2 eggs at room temperature, and then our milk and butter combination. So I'm going to knead this on a speed of 2 to 4 for 5 to 7 minutes. It's a really sticky dough, so we'll see what happens in 5 to 7 minutes, and then it'll be time to let it rest. So yeah. All right, so this is what it's looking like. Super wet, super sticky. But I did read that that's what it's supposed to look like, and to not add any more flour while mixing. But I am gonna go ahead and hand knead this. I'm gonna add a little bread flour to my cutting board. And I put on gloves just because I didn't want to deal with this all over my hands. And when I say it's sticky, baby, it's sticky like fudge. But the color is beautiful. It's pulling my glove off. It's so sticky. I think this is good as we gonna get, y'all. So let me just try to. Much better. I feel like I can work with this ungloved now. Yeah. So I'm gonna pop this in a bowl with a little bit of oil. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna cover it with saran wrap and then I'm gonna pop it in the oven on proof for an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, until it's doubled in size. And just for good measure, I'm gonna cover it with a tea towel as well. Okay, so now that that's done, let me bust these suds and try to be a good, you know, household member and clean as I go, because y'all know I'm a messy cook. But I'm gonna try to do better. So let me bust these suds and that'll try to take some of this time away, and then I'll set up our bread loaf. I also forgot to weigh that, but we'll weigh it after so I know if we got too much dough for Tootie's bread pan or enough dough. So I scraped the bowl and then I still had this much dough left, and I don't want to throw it away, so I'm gonna make a little cinnamon roll with this bread too. So if y'all see a little cinnamon roll, y'all know where it came from. Okay, all right. Mini loaf in the oven proofing as well. Let's bust these suds. Have y'all tried this? Limited edition pumpkin spice. Okay, so because I know that this dough is sticky, usually this pan does not stick, but I don't want to live through a horror story. So better safe than sorry. This is a USA pan. It's a 9x4, I believe. So just don't make this a little. Make this a little situation to go in here. Okay, so my pan is pretty much lined and I don't have to worry about sticking. We have definitely doubled in size. So we have definitely doubled in size. I did go ahead and give it an hour, and I'm just gonna punch it down. Take it out of my bowl. I need to weigh this. So what I need is about, this is 1200. Let me see what my pan holds. This pan is gonna hold 680 to 900. So we had 12 something. So I'm gonna measure out 900 grams and then we'll do cinnamon rolls or something with the other ones. It's 920. Which is pretty close. I did pretty good. So we're at 875 5 pounds. 5 grams, 875 grams. Alright. So I am going to put the lid back on here and pop this in the proofer again for 30 minutes. All right, y'all, so let's go ahead and make some cinnamon rolls. Cover those up, pop them in the ovens on proof still so they double in size. So if you had a bigger bread pan, if I would have used a bigger bread pan, I definitely could have gotten a bigger loaf, but I like to make toast bread in the small loaf pan just so that we don't have too much bread, especially when I'm doing like a new bread. But I definitely could have utilized a bigger bread pan, but now we have cinnamon rolls, so there's that. Alrighty, y'all, so the oven is preheated to 350. We're about to do an egg wash. Alright, so our dough has risen. This is what it's looking like. I'm gonna do my egg wash on top. And put my lid on. Not gonna egg wash the cinnamon rolls, but I did want to egg wash the bread, and I'm gonna just pop all of these in the oven for about 30 minutes or until the internal temperature is 190 at least. All right. Oh yeah, up close and personal. This is not quite at 190, so I'm gonna pop this back in the oven without the top. But our cinnamon rolls, good to go. All right, y'all, so our cinnamon rolls are out of the oven. We got our frosting, and I'm just gonna frost these. Let me bring y'all in. But in between time and in the meantime, aren't these gorgeous? Clearly I like a lot of frosting, y'all, clearly. Okay, so at the 40 minutes, we have hit 197 degrees, so we're done. Our bread is done. Let me show you guys. It's so pretty. And the reason I like this square pan is because it comes out like the kind of bread that you buy at the store, and it's much easier for me to do Uncrustables on this bread. So just about to pop this onto a cooling rack. Let me bring y'all over here. And it's already trying to slide out, so I don't think we'll have a problem getting it out. Boom. Our paper worked perfectly. And we can reuse it, so. Whew. There we go. So I'm gonna let this cool for about an hour, and then I'll bring you guys back when it's time to cut into it. The verdict in on the cinnamon rolls. Delicious. There's no way that the bread can be bad because the cinnamon rolls are giving you everything I wanted and everything I didn't know I needed. Delicious. Make these. If y'all don't make nothing else, make these. Somebody just got home. So let's let him try our cinnamon rolls. Let me bring it down so they can see. Here.
That's a big cinnamon roll. It's like cake.
Look like a cake.
What's that?
Cinnamon rolls.
A real cinnamon roll?
You like it? I want to show y'all we matching. Let's cut the bread. All right, so let's cut into our ube bread. This is how it came out. Super cute. I absolutely love it. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Anywho, you guys, let me know if you try this recipe. It was something new and different. And if the bread tastes anything like the cinnamon rolls, I know it's gonna be fantastic. Let me just bite into it. Just off GP. Because I cut this one a little wonky. You want to taste it? It's super good, Pooh. This might be giving a Hawaiian bread a run for its money.
It do taste like bread.
It tastes like bread. It is bread.
Probably tastes like blueberries.
Like blueberries. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you saw something today that inspired you to subscribe. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. What they gonna do, Tootie? Tell your mama them, tell your daddy them, tell your sister them, tell your brother them, tell your auntie them, tell your uncle them, tell your cousins them, tell your friends and them, tell all of them to get on over here to Tastiest World TV because we got a lot going on and you don't want to miss it. I hope you guys try this recipe. I promise you, it's delicious. I will see you guys in the very next video. Toodles noodles!
Tastiest World TV, come along for the ride. Crazy and funny with family by my side. Every snap a story, every smile a dream. In my wild world, we're the ultimate team. So hit that follow, don't miss a beat. In Tastiest World, life is oh so sweet.